It never gets boring with Amazon. We had so many updates the last couple of days and weeks. We got a new fit type for the standard t-shirt. We got a new survey. We got a new deal event, and we got higher royalties on this deal event. And also, obviously, we have the flying earnings in this video for last month, and we talk about all of this now. A few weeks have now passed since drastic changes were announced to the Amazon merch program, a new tier system, and for example also product deletion for everything not sold and older than 18 months. So far these changes are not maybe so drastic like we have thought. Obviously tier downs have happened. From what I've seen, also some tier ups have happened, but mainly tier downs. But the big purge that some users thought will happen has not really happened, at least until now. Especially the big point with the product deletions was not into play so far, at least when we record this video. And I have an interesting info for you. Maybe you have not known that, but this product deletion is maybe not coming from the Amazon merch team. It's probably coming from the top management from Amazon itself. I have here news from slashdot.org. It's also on other websites, news sites like Business Insider, for example. And this means that Amazon has an internal project called Bend the Curve, and this aims to basically remove most of the products that are simply unprofitable or simply never sold. So they are just on the marketplace and that's it. You know, they never sold or never selling. And I mean, you can Google this yourself. You can also ask an AI about that, but it's very, very interesting because when you see that this is coming into play, it makes 100% sense for the Amazon merch program. It would even make sense when it comes to tier downs, you know, that you say, okay, many people just upload that they fill their slots, and we want to reduce the assortment in general, so obviously we give less slots to upload. And yeah, just I want to give you this as an info. And what I also wanted to talk about is a new survey that came out. End of last year, there was the first one that Amazon Merch ever made, and now half a year later, the second one comes. It's relatively similar, I think, to the first one. So you basically selected your tier and then you could give your thoughts to the Amazon merch program. Mainly what it was about are the deal events, but we come to this in a minute. I just wanted to mention, if you have an Amazon merch account and if you haven't taken the survey so far, please do it, because they also give you like comment boxes where you can give your own thoughts. And here you can say, for example, hey, deal events maybe are okay, but the royalties are not high enough. And this is maybe why Amazon already made a change. And maybe if you want, you can mention also the price cap, that at least $1, $2, or maybe $3 in European marketplaces to adjust the prices would be good, especially when deals are running. So first news is obviously I wanted to show you the deleting products, the status, the news about it, and also the survey that you should take. And now we look at the next one. Second point I want to talk about is a new girls fit standard t-shirt now available in the US. When you go to the create mask and you open here the standard t-shirt, you see now here a new type, and this is called girls. This is just available on the US marketplace yet, but from the experience we know, after a few weeks or a month, it often goes also to other marketplaces as well. I mean, you can see here the different mockups. So basically when you switch between youth and when you switch between girls, you see, you know, the different fit type. Yeah, the mockup looks totally different. So maybe you can see now youth more as like boys kid size, and yeah, girls obviously as girls kid size. For sure, Amazon got a lot of feedback here that the fit for youth was maybe not suitable for girls. So Amazon also announced here in the news that selected products can be or will be automatically published through them. To be honest, I would not wait for that, especially when you sell a lot of, let's say, designs that are for kids. Then I definitely would go into the create mask and update at least my sellers myself. Obviously, you can also do this with flying upload. Just look here at the channel. We also can update products directly here on Amazon Merch. So new fit type. It is an expandation to the range they already have. So I would say overall a good news. And now we talk about the deal events. The biggest news for me are the new deal events that are running from Amazon since 7th of June, because it basically influences everyone who is selling something on Amazon Merch. From what I found out, it is like a pre-deal for the regular Prime Day that is coming up beginning of July. So quite a long time, like 3 weeks till the main event happens. So we have to see if it stays this price. When you go to like Amazon.com and you search for funny t-shirts and you see here the Amazon merch shirts, you see for example here this seller who is reduced from 50.22 to from 70.90 to 15.22, and I mean you can also see it here that this list price applies also to other shirts here. But this time also when you check out the news, Amazon has announced a little bit of a different behavior. We regularly run promotions to enhance our customers' experience. During this, some promotions select products may receive a higher royalty, and in this event it is like that. You get your price reduced by 15% when it is locked, but automatically you get always 50 pennies applied to every sale you make. So even when your shirt is reduced to like 60.99 or even a little bit less, you still make $3 per sale, so more at the end for you. And I mean, deal events in general are maybe a little bit of a pity because we can't decide, and obviously we get less royalties, but on the other hand obviously it can also drive the sales. And when you now get always 50 cents on top for every sale in this deal event, at least it is much more positive compared to the last deal events, even when more designs are reduced here. I mean, we have to see how it plays out at the end. Also, Amazon mentions here it is not for all deals. It is probably, or this is basically the first one where this happened, that you get extra 50 pennies per sale, but also leads for me that Amazon Merch knows the problems from us, who sell on their platform, and they want to at least support us a little bit. Because to be honest, what we have had before with the deleting products, that this is probably coming from top management of Amazon and not from the Amazon Merch team. Same applies here. This deal events, this is not Amazon Merch exclusive. This is an event across the whole Amazon marketplace, and of course they streamline the things for all their organizations they have within Amazon, also Amazon Merch. But at least they get already 50 pennies more for us per sale. So I mean, you can see the negative side, you can also see the positive side. To be honest, I see more the positive side in this case, because this is really a change where the Amazon Merch team actively had to act and say, hey, give the creators a little bit more per sale. So hopefully it will go more in a positive direction also in the future. I think also the survey in general is very positive, that they listen to us and they understand the bigger problems. And yeah, this is now all the news that came up in the last couple of days or maybe the last week. And now we switch to the flying account and have a look at May. What to say for month May? You can see it on the right side here, the sales for May, and here at the left side in the editor you can see already the comparison 2024 to 2025. And when you compare these two together, you can see that 2024 was much better, at least when it comes to profit, compared to this year in May. So what is this now? Is this now the complete breakdown, all these the deal events, all these the Amazon changes? What is it? I think it's two reasons. I think the first one is for sure the ads strategy. I mean, you can see here when we compare the 2 years together, or the 2 months, that last year we spent like 1,200 euro less on advertising, and you see on royalty side it did not even influence that much. So basically here is a lot of profit. This was maximized also for profit, and I think when you go 1 year back, I mean the video is on the YouTube channel, I also tell something like this, so that we go more into the profit direction. And obviously when the organic sales come in, and the advertising is not really so necessary, or you see that it is running, you know, you make your average 100 plus earnings per day, royalties per day, in profit, then yeah, you just let it run. And this is what we did last year. And compared to this year, I mean, you see the royalties are higher, but obviously the ad costs are also a lot higher, and this is why the profit is less, around 18% compared to last year, what is quite dramatic, to be honest. I mean, overall performance of the year, you will see it in a few minutes, is still good, and obviously is still ahead compared to 2024. But in general, I would say I'm a little bit disappointed with May, not even because of the profit, the difference compared to last year. It was just like, let's say, a rough month is maybe a little bit harsh. There were days, you know, where it simply was hard to sell, where you know, it was simply hard. I can't even tell it in other words. You all have the days and you have the hours, you know this for sure, where the sales just come in. You know, here a sale, here 2 sales, then here 4 sales, etc., etc. And last month in May, we had especially mid-month days where it was really hard to pass like the 100 euro mark, you know, per day, when it comes to royalties. And this is usually something that not really happens. I mean, I aim for around 200 euro royalties per day. So yeah, this would mean like around 6,000 end of the month. And you see here we have nearly 5,800. And also what comes into play here, this is the second reason why this margin is so big, is that I tested a lot. So these ads costs were also calculated with a lot of testing, with new niches, smaller batches, you know, and also advertising every product on their own. So also, yeah, to test a little bit, you know, see if you can get new niches running. And yeah, I had for sure like $200 or $300 ad spend just for like 20 or 30 sales. So very, very bad quote when you go on this, just for testing, you know, because sometimes you have to try something new and see if it is maybe more profitable in the future. So you have to see, you know, how it develops. I mean, you can see here also the single marketplaces. US was solid, but not good, to be honest. UK, good. Germany, okay. France was also okay. Italy, ad spend was very high. Spain, I would say, was okay. Japan, you can ignore in this case. But you see, there is no outstanding marketplace, you know, in May also. So yeah, it was like a slow month. Let's tell it like this, and then we have to see how it continues. I mean, we are already deep into the month of June, and I can already tell you that from a royalty side, ad side, it already looks better again. And if the month continues like that, for sure at the end of June will be bigger numbers also when it comes to profit compared to last year in June, but this is then in the next video. You can also see here the organic sales are stronger last year, what I think I never had once this year. And I can't also remember like last year that that 12 months ago the organic sales were better, to be honest. I don't know, maybe also just Amazon traffic that went down, you know, or special events that I don't think about at the moment. But yeah, overall a little bit down. Ad sales a lot higher. You see also here part of net sales that the advertising sales are this year a lot higher. And also the net margin dropped, but this is the interesting thing. The net margin dropped, but also the advertising costs dropped a lot. Even when you see the difference last year to this year, that for advertising sales, I spent even less, you know, compared to last year. But still, I mean, you see that the royalties, it's higher, but I mean, just the ads cost that break it down, because we sold so much more through advertising, even when the quote is better at the end of the day. And also return rate is a little bit weaker or higher, let's say, compared to last year. This is also what influences, obviously, the profit a little bit. But obviously, I'm not satisfied with last month. This is why I already tried some changes in June when it comes to advertising, and we see it the next month, but I'm pretty sure I will have more profit compared to last year then. And this is also something I think I tell you since I make these videos, that there can always be like a month that is not so good. You know, it's not that everything is bad. It's simply that the ad costs are a lot higher than last year. This is it. But yeah, a slow month can happen. Maybe also 2 slow months can happen, but overall you should see a growth, and this is the goal, and this is also what we then try to reach in June again. And at the end of this video, let's look at the bigger picture, and this means in this case we have a look at the whole year. So you can see here the royalties are 31% higher compared to last year. Ads cost a lot higher, and despite a really bad month when it comes to profit compared to last one, we are still up 18.64%, what is around like 2,900 euros so far this year. Amount of designs, amount of products, I deleted a little bit again. So yeah, it is basically nearly the same values we had like a year ago. And yeah, I will continue to upload. I mean, we are still tier 50k, so obviously I will use these slots. Now, when it comes to the total sales, you can see we are up 33% this year, and when it comes to organic sales, we are up around 12%. To be honest, I thought this number is a little bit higher, but yeah, still pretty good. I mean, ad sales are a lot higher because we advertise a lot more, and I always have this one theory that when you advertise more, that you lose a little bit of your organic sales, simply because something gets sold through advertising that you also would have sold through organic ones, you know, through organic advertising, or not organic advertising, organic showing directly on the Amazon marketplace. Obviously nobody can verify that, but I think this theory could be right. The percentage of total sales is 10.94% higher compared to last year. The net margin dropped a little bit compared to the previous year. Cost per sale 14% less, so advertising in general is running a lot better compared to 2024, and the return rate is also a little bit better than 2024. So overall it's okay. To be honest, I wanted to have a little bit bigger growth values, especially when it comes to the profit, and now may obviously also put these numbers a little bit down, but yeah, we try to recover and then also make the whole year 2025 a good one. This one today is definitely the one you can call an update video. If you want to share now your thoughts with the latest updates, or also with your earnings, then simply comment down below. We can discuss there. We would also be very happy that you like and also subscribe to this channel. You see it here once a month, everything brought together when it comes to Amazon merch, or maybe also print on demand in general. So don't miss it, always stay up to date. Also what is coming to the flying application, just subscribe here. Apart from that, I wish you a wonderful day, and then I see you next time. Till then,